Gold futures rose as European debt concerns and prospects for more steps via the Federal Reserve to bolster the U.S. economy spurred demand for the precious metal as an alternative investment. Standard & Poor's cut Italy's credit rating yesterday, adding to concern that Europe's fiscal crisis will raise borrowing costs for countries in the region. Fed officials begin a two-day meeting today and may decide to replace some of the short-term treasuries in the central bank's $1.65 trillion portfolio with longer maturity debt in a bid to lower borrowing costs, according to economists. The market realizes how structural the problems in the financial systems are. Scott Gardner, the chief investment officer at Panama-based Vermont Capital SA, said in an email. Economic growth concerns are bullish for gold because they suggest a further stimulus response from the developed markets may be forthcoming. Gold futures for the December delivery gained $30.20 or 1.7% to settle at 1,809.10, an ounce at 1:44 p.m. on the COMEX in New York. The metal dropped 2% yesterday as the dollar jumped against a basket of major currencies. The precious metal has gained 27% this year, outperforming global equities and treasuries. The metal reached a record of $1,923.70 on September the 6th. The U.S. economy will expand 1.5% this year, down from the 2.5% projected in June, the International Monetary Fund said today.
And joining us in ASEAN Business Report today is CEO of YLG Bullion and Futures Co. Limited, Khun Thipa Nawawattanasap. Good afternoon, Khun Thipa.
ค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
Khun Thipa, can you give us the outlook of the gold market in this week?
Yeah, the overview of gold market, as we can see that there's still continuing to sell off for gold for the second week already, despite the strong rebound of them, but there is not enough to keep the gold price to going up. Right now, we can see that each day the gold price will be swing or fluctuate around 40 to 60 US dollars per troy ounce. And even though like Standard & Poor's has been downgraded the credit rating of Italy, however, we still can see some sell-off in gold. So as we can see that right now, other risk assets will also sell off. So it means that right now, investor there's fear to invest in every market, including gold market also. So they prefer to hold cash, and we can still see the strong demand for U.S. dollar. So right now, the U.S. dollar is very strengthened. So the gold price is going to the convert direction with the gold.
Well, we know that YLG has announced its business expansion into Laos the other day. What is the situation of the gold market in the Greater Mekong sub-region, for example, in countries Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam?
Yeah, in the view of potential investment in our neighbor country, even though the population is not much, however, there is some demand for the gold investing, and also as we right now in Thailand we foresee that Thailand should be the gold hub in terms of investment for our neighbor countries. As we can see that some countries there is still a lot of opportunities for gold investment. However, in terms of their information or in terms of their fundamental support, that makes the gold demand in each country is not so much. So we foresee that this will be our opportunity to expand into our neighbors' country.
Khun Thipa, and there's speculation that the federal chairman Ben Bernanke is gonna announce another program called the Twist, Operation Twist. Do you think by manipulating the market mechanisms, how is that gonna affect gold?
For the Operation Twist, we still have to wait until the announcement. This is what a lot of investors believe, that there will be the Operation Twist announced. So, but then for this Operation Twist, maybe it's will be different from what they used to release for quantitative easings or what we so-call QE through QE2. So we don't think that this time, if they announce the Operation Twist, the gold price will increase that much. So maybe they will have slightly effect, or maybe it's not affects the gold market, because like Operation Twist is mean they just transfer the amount of money from one market to another market, which is different from the QE that normally they will inject new amount of money into the market.
I see.
Khun Tipa, what would you like to advise on gold investment this week?
For the movement of gold price in short term, it's still quite fluctuated. So within this week, we should see the range between 1,750 US dollar up to 1,850 dollar per troy ounce. So the range is around 100 US dollar per troy ounce. So for the short-term investor, we still recommend them to invest in the price channel or within the range, and not to hold for a long time, as we know that right now the price swing a lot, so they could hurt a lot or they could gain a lot. So they should invest into the support and resistance level. And however, for the long-term investor, we still recommend them to buy at the level around like 1,700 or 1,750. That should be a good level for long-term collection.
Well, thank you very much, Khun Tipa, for joining our program.
Thank you.
Yeah. And after the break, we'll come back for more corporate news. Received 2 state-owned enterprises awards this year, with Finance Minister Thirachai Phuvana Naraduban presiding over the ceremony at Mueang Thong, Thani. Chairman Sathit Lim Pongpan and General Manager Aphisak Tanti Warawong received the awards on behalf of the company. The first award is intended for the Best Board of Directors of the Year within state-owned enterprises. The Board of Directors, in essence, act as representatives of the enterprise's shareholders. The other award is for Best Performance in Organizational Management. Krung Thai has continuously worked toward development, such as setting up a benchmark to compare the bank's performance to competitors and implementing economic value management in the company. The state-owned bank has clear objectives to provide convenience and satisfaction to their clients. Additionally, the bank is also a leader to introduce new financial products which serves their clients' needs and demands. Krung Thai has received Best State-Owned Enterprises Award for 5 consecutive years since 2006.